In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my new cleaning routines for 2024, so stay tuned. Hey guys, my name is Nikki and I want to welcome you here to Carry Grace. I am super excited to be sharing with you my new cleaning rhythms and routines for 2024. So if you have been here for a while, you know that over the years I have done a lot of different cleaning systems. The one that I have used the most is the Flylady System. I have also used the cleaning system in the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner, and way back in the day I even used the Clean Mama system. Now I am super thankful for all of these women. I'm thankful for the routines that they have shared because I have learned a lot of things. I've learned how to create routines. I've learned how to maintain my home, and so for that I am super thankful. Over the last year or so though, I have really had the desire to really tweak and customize these routines to make them work for an ideal system for myself. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm going to be sharing the routines that I have created for myself. In the coming months, I will be teaching you how to take these routines, how to tweak them, how to customize them so that you can make your ideal home routines. As I go through these routines and share them with you, you are going to see a strong influence from the Flylady system. You are going to see some influences from the Passionate Penny Pincher system. You're going to see some influences from Clean Mama system because again, I have gone through all of those systems. I have pulled things that really worked for me, and like I said, I have just kind of created my own system. So I have 6 separate routines that I do. Now the first routine is my daily routine. This routine is the core for everything that I do. It is the foundation that all of my other habits and routines are built on. If I'm having an off week, an off day, an off whatever, I am still going to try my best to maintain my daily routine. And those daily routines, they are made up of my morning routine and my evening routine. For my morning routine, I make my bed, I tidy the bathroom and wipe it down. I empty the dishwasher, I start a load of laundry, and then I start my robo vacuum. That's it. That is all I do. Super simple, super basic. For my evening routine, I make dinner for my family. I prep meals for the next day. This may just be grabbing some meat from the freezer for tomorrow's dinner, or it may mean making my husband's lunch for the next day. I clean the kitchen and start the dishwasher. And then I do a quick tidy. So I'll do a quick walk around the house. Anything that is out of place, I put it back. And that's my evening routine. The next routine that I have is my weekly prep. This is where I spend a little bit of time on Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening to set myself and my home up for a good, productive week. So for my weekly prep, I like to get out my planner and plan for the week. I do a quick clean out of the fridge. Now this is super quick. This is simply throwing away leftovers that are bad and then cleaning up any obvious spills. That's it. The next thing I do is I meal plan for the week, and then I grocery shop. Now for me, grocery shopping is simply pulling out my phone, opening up my Walmart Plus app, and ordering groceries. Sometimes I will have them delivered. Sometimes I will pick them up on another day throughout the week. The next thing I do is a little bit of meal prep. Now this is not extensive. Keep in mind I haven't actually received my groceries yet, but I do like to do a little bit of prep and make sure that my husband has some options for lunch and breakfast throughout the week. The last thing I'm gonna do is just another quick tidy. I'm gonna go through the house, make sure everything that is out of place is put away so that when I get up Monday morning, my home is ready for a new day. The next routine that I have is my weekly cleaning routine. Now, you are going to see that this is very similar to the Flylady's weekly home blessing. I personally like to call this my weekly home reset. Now, the way this is going to differ a little bit from the Flylady's weekly home blessing is I do not time this. With the Flylady system, you set your timer for 10 minutes and you only spend 10 minutes doing each task. But I have found that there are certain tasks to spend a few extra minutes doing. This routine still takes me just about an hour, maybe a little more, but I'm not timing myself. I'm doing a thorough job. So the first task for my weekly home reset is to wash everyone's sheets from their bed. The next thing I do is clean mirrors and glass. Then I'm gonna do a quick dust just with a Swiffer. I'm gonna do this through my whole house. I'm gonna do the upstairs and the downstairs. I'm also going to vacuum my whole house. I'm gonna vacuum all the rooms downstairs, all the rooms upstairs. Then I'm going to mop all of my hard surface floors. I'm going to clean one shower or tub. So I find that I like to do our tubs and showers every other week. So one week I do the master bedroom, the next week I do my kids' bathroom. And then the last thing I do is gather all of the trash from around the house. So that is my weekly home reset. It's just my basic cleaning routine for the week. The next routine I have is a laundry routine. Now most cleaning systems, they recommend doing at least one load of laundry every single day. Now I have learned over the years that I need a little bit more than that. If I do just one load of laundry every day, I am behind on laundry. So the way I have set up my personal laundry routine is I do specific laundry on specific days of the week. So for me on Monday, I'm doing my weekly home reset, so I'm cleaning everybody's sheets. So that's the main laundry that gets done on Monday. And then I also like to grab our living room blankets and throw those in the wash. We have a dog, he likes to cuddle with us, and I like to make sure those living room blankets are staying nice and fresh. On Tuesdays, I wash all of my kids' clothing. This usually is several loads, but I like to make sure that I get all of their laundry done on Tuesday. Wednesday is the day that I do all of my laundry as well as all of my husband's laundry. Again, it's several loads, but I make sure that I get it done by the end of the day. On Thursdays, I focus on washing all of our towels. So I usually have a load of bath towels and then a load of kitchen towels. On Fridays, I like to wash any cleaning rags that I have used throughout the week. And I also have this day set aside to do any extra laundry that I may need to do for my zone cleaning. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I do my best to not have to do any laundry. So that is my laundry routine. The next routine I have is for deep cleaning my home. And the way that I accomplish this is zone cleaning. I have my home broken down into 6 zones. So my zone cleaning is on a 6-week cycle. So my first week of zone cleaning, that week is going to be my entryway and my dining room. Zone 2 for my house is my kitchen. Zone 3 is all of our bedrooms. Zone 4 is all of our bathrooms plus our laundry area. Zone 5 is our living areas. So for my house, that's going to be my living room and my den. And zone 6 is my flex zone. So let me tell you just a little bit about my flex zone. I decided that I wanted a week that I could use however I wanted. We have a back patio that sometimes needs a lot of attention. I have tried to incorporate that zone into my zone 1, which includes entryways, but I have found that those tasks are just simply too much to add to that zone. So during my zone 6, I can focus on my patio if it's something that needs attention. I mentioned that I named this my flex zone, and that is because I like to keep this zone flexible. Sometimes I can use this zone if I have fallen behind on zone cleaning for, my 6 weeks rotation. If there are some tasks that I didn't get done but I really want to get done, I can throw those into my zone 6 and focus on those tasks. The other way that I use my flex zone is for quarterly cleaning. So I mentioned I do zone clean, but something that I have done differently is I have 2 different kinds of zone cleaning. I have my regular zone cleaning that is on a 6-week cycle. This is cleaning those rooms from top to bottom. And then I also have quarterly zone tasks. These are the more like heavy duty kind of tasks. So an example of like a real heavy duty task that I want in my quarterly system is cleaning my oven. That's not something that I need to do every 6 weeks, but I would like to get to it every quarter. Another example would be decluttering. So I don't find that I need to go through and declutter rooms every 6 weeks, but I would like to do a decent declutter in rooms and drawers and closets and things like that every quarter. Another example would be like deep cleaning carpets and rugs and things like that. Again, that's not something that I need to do in my 6 weeks rotation, but I would like to get to it quarterly. So that is how my zone cleaning is different from the Flylady zone cleaning. So with Flylady zone cleaning, you have 5 different zones. You have a long list of tasks, and you start at the top of the list and you work your way down. When you are done for the week with your zone cleaning, once that week rolls back around, you will start where you left off and keep going, and then eventually you will get back to the top of the list. I found that for me, there were a lot of tasks that I wanted to make sure that I got to every 6 weeks, and then there were a list of tasks that were not as necessary to do as frequently, so I will be doing those quarterly. Now, I'm not going to get into all of that in this video. In today's video, I wanted to kind of just give you guys an overview of what I'm doing. I will be doing a separate video where I break down zone cleaning so that you can see all the different lists. You can see exactly how I am doing those tasks. The last thing that I have is my weekly rhythm. I needed to create a rhythm so that I know what days I am going to be doing what. When I decided to create my weekly rhythm, I sat down and I just made a list of things that were important to me, things that were important for me to keep things moving forward in my home, things that needed to get done on a weekly basis. I wasn't looking at lists that other people have created. I wasn't thinking about things that somebody else may have deemed important for me. I just made a list of things that I knew I wanted to get done. And that is how I created my weekly rhythm. The other thing that I really thought about when I was creating my weekly rhythm is things like appointments, things that fall on certain days, because, you know, certain days require certain things of you. So I needed to make sure that everything I'm doing revolves around those things. So this is what my weekly rhythm looks like. Sundays for me are for prepping and resting. So Sunday mornings we go to church. I do some weekly prep in the afternoon, and then I also make sure to take some time for myself to rest. Sometimes this is a nap, sometimes this is just watching a movie all by myself. But those are things that are important to me, so I made sure that I have time for those in my weekly rhythm. Mondays, that is the day that I set aside to do my weekly cleaning, which is my weekly home reset. For me, Tuesday is the day that I have set aside to do some zone cleaning. Now, zone cleaning can look different for different people. Some people like to zone clean in small increments of time. I prefer to do all of my zone cleaning at one time. So I have set aside, you know, a little bit of time on Tuesday so that I can make sure that I get my zone cleaning done. So let's talk about Thursdays for me. Thursdays for me vary. I attend a Bible study that is every other week on Thursday. So I have designated Thursday as my day to go to Sam's Club. Now, I do not go to Sam's Club every single Thursday. I don't go to Sam's Club usually every other week. I usually just go once a month. Sometimes I go twice a month, but I make sure that I schedule that on the day that I'm going to be near there. So on the days that I have my Bible study, I know that I've got to already have my Sam's Club list prepared so that when I leave the house, I can go there on my way home and then be ready to prep all of the things that I bring home. Friday is my favorite day of the week, and it is my Flex Friday. This is the day that I have built into my rhythm for the week to give myself some flexibility. There's going to be a lot of weeks that I use this to catch up on things. So if I had something come up on a Monday or a Tuesday and I knew that, you know, I actually really needed to be doing my weekly home reset or I needed to be zone cleaning, it's okay for me to say no to those things and do whatever else it is that I need to do. I could take my kids where they need to go. I can, you know, say yes to lunch with somebody, something like that, because I know that on Friday, I have some time built into my week where I can catch things up. So like I said, Friday is a flex day. Sometimes I use the day to catch up. Sometimes I use that day to do my quarterly zone cleaning tasks. And sometimes when I am on the ball and have gotten everything done throughout the week, I do nothing except for whatever I want to do on Friday. So that is why it is my favorite day. It's not an excuse for me to put things off. It's just reserved as some extra time in case I need to catch up. And then on Saturday is just a family day around here. We usually do something fun, or you will find us working on home projects. So that is my new cleaning system for 2024. It's really just a series of rhythms and routine. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it gives you some ideas for things that maybe you can tweak with your own cleaning routine, your own cleaning system that you are using. I am going to be sharing in the next weeks and months to come, I'm going to be sharing lots of tips and tricks so that you can take these routines and you can customize them and make your ideal rhythms and routines. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, please consider subscribing down below. Also, I want to remind you guys, if you didn't see my last video, I showed you guys the setup of the planner that I am using for 2024. In that video, I show you guys how I am using this planner to keep track of all of those routines. So make sure if you haven't watched it that you go check out that video. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.